Ta-da, I'm done, ready. We can begin, we can start. Gotta grab my specs, I'm getting older now. Hey, thank you, welcome. It is a pleasure to have you joining us for our live Autumn Hot Money Conference. As you see, broadcast worldwide. I reach my hand out and shake yours and warm welcome if we've not met before. I, of course, am the the CEO. I am Tom, the co-creator of Cashflow Experts and co-founder of the Small Business Funding Network. And we've been doing this 20 years this year is our anniversary. So it's absolutely a testimonial to all the support that we've gotten from people all over the country, all over the world for all these years. I always want to say this at the beginning. If you have not done so, most of you are watching us on YouTube, our YouTube channel, Shortcut to Money. That's been around for a lot of years. If you have not done so yet, I request, please, you should subscribe to this YouTube channel that you're on so that you do not miss anything in the future. So you're assured many of these things are limited quantity, time sensitive. They're very important, up to the minute information. Just click on the subscribe button that you find on the YouTube page, and that'll get you connected so that you get notifications in a timely manner when these kinds of things are taking place. So if you've not done so before, we have many hundreds, obviously, of people subscribe to the channel. If you've not done so, a very beneficial thing for you to do to get first notification, stay connected, and for many things, first come, first serve. You don't want to miss out on that. Here is the outline. Here's the outline for today's session. I'm going to introduce you to our great new sponsor that can do something for you that I've never seen done before. I will recommend a book that you can really benefit from, as I usually do on these training shows. I will teach you about three, you see I've listed them down there, teach you about three separate things, boom, 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 in short order, that are each powerful and important and can be life-changing for people that use our company's services to achieve those goals and many other goals that you have and hold near and dear to your heart. We will list out why you should use a one-person LLC to get funding and what the correct address is and should be listed as for that business address to assure you don't screw yourself out of all the money that we have available to you by doing it wrong. You don't want to do it wrong. I coach and consult with people all the time to get them to do this thing properly. And this doesn't apply to everybody, but applies to some people. If you have a bankruptcy called a BK, if you have a BK on your personal record, I'll show you the one guaranteed way you can start getting business funding in that situation. We call this service we provide a credit substitution, business credit substitution. And if you want privacy and want a way to get funding again after you've been forced to file for bankruptcy, you're going to want to pay attention to this training block. I'll quickly go through each and every one of these. Plus, sourcing your income is becoming more important than ever in these uncertain times, high interest rate environment, geopolitical risk, war, yada, yada. You get it, okay? So I want to provide you with a cash system which is set up to generate 8 to 10 unique sources of income online a year. So every month, that's the design of it. Every month is to bring you and provide you with a new, unique, separate source of money so that you can stack it all together, pile it on top of each other. That comes directly from the e-commerce system that my company already has running. We're kind of like Amazon already. We're kind of like McDonald's. You are not a franchisee, but you can act like a franchisee in that kind of situation where we build off of what we're already doing, and you can piggyback onto that, tie into that, and make money from it through that system. You can be tied, as I'm saying here, into this existing system in a way where each month's sales activity anonymously flows to you through new customized business offerings. That means they're special and unique to you, which my staff sets up and manages for you using a franchise ownership type relationship. I just mentioned that. This means that you don't invent anything or sell anything directly yourself, but you get the benefit of using our money-making sales system, just like a McDonald's franchise owner would when they chose to work with that main company that invented the whole process. I, a long time ago, was actually a salaried employee, staff member with stock vesting options in the McDonald's Corporation. Did that for a few years. Very interesting. You'll be excited, I can assure you, to see thousands of dollars in extra income flow to you from a verified system that we know works when it is plugged in for you. So all of that is my outline. So I just quickly went boom, 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 and I'm going to try to speed through each of those blocks as well. First, I said, I want to give you a recommendation. This is our show sponsor. Okay, another one of the great sponsors. I don't own part of this company at all, but it is so beneficial that I recommend to our clients, customers, members, and friends that they utilize it. You can now, the dream has finally become real. You can now buy shares of a property, shares of an investment property, shares of a house. You can actually buy them the same way that people buy stock in the stock market. So you don't have to do all the rigmarole of searching, looking, finding, fixing, flipping, financing, yada, yada. Buying cheap shares in investment rental property just became so dead simple and easy and profitable that you don't want to miss this. This is the coolest new invention that you've ever seen. Go to our sponsor through this website link, www.bulls3bears.com. Bulls, like, you know, the cow, the animal. Bulls3bears.com. Go to www.bulls3bears.com with an S, bulls3bears.com, and that will take you directly to the sponsor's website that you can check out for yourself. Obviously, I'm not giving anybody any investment advice. Go and look, do your due diligence. It's absolutely amazing. The things that are available to us now, I tell my kids, we had nothing when we were your age. We had nothing. We had 4 channels on TV. Now there are unlimited opportunities. You can invest in art, and you can invest in fractional shares of art now and make a killing, 36% year-over-year return on the last likely scenario. So these are the things that we want to pay attention to. We want to adapt, pardon me, as the time moves forward and opportunities become available. So you can also see each of the blocks I'm going to teach about has a resource that's available to you, and there's a separate website for each of those items, information, and programs. So this is where all of that I'm going to eventually direct you to. And as you can see, every deal that we have available is only in play, on sale, available until midnight Saturday night Pacific time. Now, let's get started. And as I said, warm round of applause, warm welcome to the Autumn Hot Money Conference, which is live online right here, right now, as you know, because you're here. What are the right kind and wrong kind of LLC? Oh, remember I forgot the one thing I said I was going to do? I was going to give my book recommendation before I get into this. Let me do that for you real quickly, okay? This is a great book. I have read it cover to cover. I said to my children who are teenagers now, I said, say, you're a little bit spoiled in comparison and consideration to, I was a kid that was on public school lunch program, getting free lunch because my mother didn't have much. So I said, compared to the past, you children are pretty spoiled. I said, I want you to look into ways that you can actually make some money and help contribute to the household, take a little bit of responsibility. So I gave them this book. As you can see, 101 Weird Ways to Make Money. Steve Gillum, can't miss that. 101 Weird Ways to Make Money, Steve Gillum, highly recommend it. Here's what we came up with in about 7 minutes. Okay, check this out. We have trash bag full of these. These are pine cones. These are the largest pine cones known to man. These are sugar pine, okay? If you look up on eBay, which I have, we have now in our garage a bag with about 50 sugar pine cones. If you look up on eBay, sugar pine cone, these are monsters. They sell for 25 bucks each. What did I just say? My kids and I, we got a trash bag full of 50 of these. $25 each, sold on eBay, times 50. That's over $1,200 cash money. That's incredible. So anybody that says to me, oh, Tom, I don't know, it's hard, I have these challenges. Yes, I know, we all do. But literally, I have a bag full of over $1,000 in profit from simply picking up these sugar pine cones and being able to resell them on eBay. And how long did it take us to fill up a bag of these $1,200 worth of sugar pine cones? 7 minutes. 7 minutes. So what's the hourly rate on that and your profit and your return? It's pretty incredible. So love the book, 101 Weird Ways to Make Money. Highly recommended. Anybody who puts their mind to it, looks at the opportunities, can really do things that absolutely are incredible and sometimes seem out of reach if you just focus. That's what I like to try to help do. Whether it's my kids, my customers, friends that I have, help focus on ways that we can increase and improve through these proven methods and ideas if we just focus on them, put their minds on them. So back to where I was in my training notes. What are the right kind and the wrong kind of LLCs to use if you want to get funding quickly without proving any income, personal or business-wise? And how do you succeed in getting $500,000, $500,000, pardon me, of outside funding, even if you don't have a real business address and you just want to use your home address or make a P.O. box look like you are in business? Here's the secret. First, you should be using a basic one-person LLC. Nothing other than that is needed if I work directly with you and help you to get funding. So you don't need to build a Taj Mahal. There's nothing, incredible about that. The best, easiest, fastest way to achieve the funding that we provide to our clients is to simply have us set up for you a one-person LLC, done the right way, obviously. And just so we are clear, no income is needed at the start to do this. If you let my company set it up for you, I can create a one-person LLC in such a way that is guaranteed to get funding. So that's the easy, fast process. Let's talk about the address. This is extremely important to me, and I bring it up because a great client, Steve, that I talked to on the phone last week, he was very confused. He said, Tom, I haven't taken the step to apply for the business funding because I don't have an official business address yet. And I said, Steve, do not wait, do not delay. It is absolutely easy for you to immediately get access to this funding that we're providing to you if you simply use what? A home address as your business address. Some people don't understand this concept. So I'm going to say to you the 3 ways that people can do this. 2 of them are ways they should do this, and one of them is a way to avoid. And I think you probably already know what I'm going to say to you is the way to avoid. So as simple and straightforward as possible, I want you to embrace and understand that you can and should be using your home address enlisting, on the business funding requests. Use your home address. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing. There's no red flag about that. There's no problem with that. So always you are able to use your home address and receive access to hundreds of thousands of dollars in business funding, okay? What you don't want to do, what you want to avoid, what you absolutely do not want to fall back on is you do not want, I know a lot of you, for personal reasons, you want simplicity's sake, a lot of you set up a P.O. box for whatever reason. You want to receive your personal mail. You want a simple way. Some people do a lot of shopping on Amazon. God forbid. I see people at my local store that constantly have Amazon packages coming in for what? I don't know. But so a lot of people do this as what we would call a convenience, okay? Do not rely on this as the business address for your business if you want the maximum amount of funding available. In fact, some business funding won't zero, they give you none. So the very good way to do this is to simply use your home address as the business address in all applications, including accessing the business funding that we provide to you. You want to avoid something that says P.O. Box on it. Now, if you use a suite, right? Use a suite number, it looks like in many cases a real business. That works. That's fine in a lot of instances. But what's better? What's the best? What's best and better than all of these situations is what is technically someone providing you with resident agent services, okay? So we can function when you work through our company. We're going to help you get funding, right? So why wouldn't you work through our company? We can function for the entire year as a resident agent for you, which means an actual butt in a seat at a desk in a real business locale that's open during business hours, which in some cases is a requirement for you to tie into a lot of these things. We provide that as the best solution, the best case, and convenience. There are a lot of things we can do for you that function the same way. And plus, we can do one thing that nobody else does and that a lot of people don't even know is so valuable. I'll talk about in a second. So the way that so what are the right kind and wrong kind of LLCs? Well, we've already said you want a simple one-person LLC filed the right way, which is what we do. And the real secret sauce, the real key ingredient is using the right address as your business address. So when we talk about the address that you're going to want to use to list for your actual business address. I want to give you the best advice on what kind of address to use for your business funding request. And it might surprise you to learn that I am going to explain to you why, as I just did, using a home address for your business can be the best way to guarantee to receive the funding approvals you desire most. Okay, let's repeat this and look at the 3 kinds of addresses people use as their business address. When you want to get funding given to you, what address are you using for your business? Are you listing a street address or a suite number or just a P.O. box as your official business address when you ask for money to grow your business? The address you use says a lot about if you will succeed or fail at getting the funding. As I've already mentioned in my quick Cliff Note demo, the 3 options you have. Very good address is to just use your home address as your identical business address. There's nothing wrong with doing this, and you will get approvals for many thousands of dollars in funding. I have more clients than I can count that absolutely over the last 20 years have done it exactly the way I'm describing. I've done it exactly this way, using my home address as a business address to make certain that I got the results that we're talking about wanting and getting. You also, by doing this, using this method, you also get direct through the mail access to business funding offers no one else knows about. These kind of unsolicited mailers that you can get sent straight to your home are like gold, okay, to commonly unlock $50,000 bonus business lines of credit with no income needed. So what am I talking about? I'm saying that if you directly have access to your business mail, as you obviously will when you do a home address. We do this for our clients. This is one of our good customers I work directly with, Don Woods, okay, DM Woods Construction LLC. The offer representatives are actually sending him unsolicited requests that he use their money in their funding. And because we have direct connection through this proper address system, we're able to get him things he didn't even know. He couldn't find them himself, not seen online because they're in paper form, they're private form. So this is a huge additional bonus opportunity for people that know to do it the right way or to utilize us most efficiently as the intermediary to get these and then to turn them over. We curate them for Don. We look at the best ones. We tell him the pros and cons of which. So we make it so much easier for him than if he didn't know this was coming, had to wade through it himself, and didn't have any experience. That's another great thing we provide. When we're doing this for other clients, then we know what to say and help and tell you. It's not for you, it's the first time you've ever seen this. For us, it's the 100th time that we've seen this. So great opportunity for you to take advantage of this system is by using a home address. And as we say, the worst type of address to use for your business is a P.O. box. Many funders, as I said, don't even allow that. But the best address to use for your business is one where someone is actually sitting there all day in a legit, real business office. Okay, so we call that and we provide that as a resident agent service. And in some cases, as I said, depending on the kind of business that you operate or the funding that you're doing, some cases actually required for you to have this kind of real business presence if you want the full business funding benefits that we make available to our members who want to work directly with us. In some cases, as I said, it is also a requirement to be open and present during business hours. We supply that resident agent service to the people that sign up with us and want the most protection, privacy, and the highest level of funding access possible. Now, we talked about a lot of great features of this program that you would get a benefit from if you sign up for the program, obviously. And here is the way that you do that. You already subscribed, right? You already clicked you don't have to click the bell notification unless you want to. But at a minimum, you absolutely need to subscribe on our YouTube channel, Shortcut to Money, to be able to take advantage of these things before they're gone and missed, first action taker opportunity. Okay, if you want all the benefits of our advanced funding program so that you get this, you should sign up before when? The Saturday midnight deadline. You will receive all these features. You'll see this on the next webpage, which all you need to do is go to. Remember, there's a different webpage for each of the different blocks that I'm talking about. So if you want access to this offer, the funding, the LLC help, the resident agent services, you go to cashnow221.com. Cash like money, cashnow221.com, cashnow221. You will receive all these benefits with your order that will have huge things for you to take advantage of and make profit from. Help setting up your one-person LLC properly.